Hi, folks. Hope you're doing well. It's 25 minutes past 1 a.m. Now it's now the 17th of July 2020. I was just listening to, I listened to it earlier, just listened to it again. Matthew chapter 8. There's some interesting things in Matthew chapter 8. Very interesting. Centurion comes to the Lord and says, yeah, my servant is very unwell and a lot of pain. So Yeshua says, cool, I come and heal him. The centurion says, no, just say the word. That's all you need to do. Yeah, when I say the word, people do what I tell them to do. So you just say the word, he'll be healed. And then the Lord says, wow, your faith and you, etc., etc. Right? Now, so even the centurion knew who the Lord was straight away. Knew who he was in absolute completion. Or he got it completely wrong, but was lucky enough to get it completely right. Because he did. He got it completely right. But was that pure luck? The reason why I say was that pure luck is because look at the disciples. In the same chapter, the disciples are in the boat. And the sea is getting a bit dodgy. And so they wake up the Lord and say, what are you doing? Falling asleep. We're going to drown. So they're in the boat with the Lord. They don't recognize the Lord as who he is in any way, shape, or form. If they did, they'd realize that a little bit of wind is not going to kill the Son of God. So these people that have been with him for a little while, seen what he can do, spent time with him. They'd seen him being baptized, probably. They've witnessed other things. They were clueless, massively clueless compared to the centurion who had only heard of Yeshua and met him on that once, which is most likely. We don't know. Did the centurion meet the Lord before that? No idea. There's nothing to suggest he did. So that is a very interesting point in Matthew. Because when you think about it, that is saying that, because the Lord said about the centurion, about his faith, recognizing what immense faith this man had. So, yeah. And then his disciples panicking at a little bit of wind. Now, if I was in the boat, would I be panicking? Yeah. I've said before that I'm not that good a swimmer. So, yeah. When I've got in the boat in the first place, if I wasn't sure who this man was that I was getting the boat with, then no. I would not have even, I'd been on the shore. So I'd have been quite comfortable. I'd have been saying to them, careful, you're in the boat and the waves and everything are quite bad. I have been shouting out to them, be careful, folks. It's a bit windy, but I wouldn't have been in the boat. No way, shape, or form. No. Wise enough to stay out that boat. Say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going in that boat, sorry. That's the thing, isn't it? We're all different, aren't we? We all have different abilities. As I said, it's in the last one. Yeah, we have different callings. We have different abilities. We, at different stages of the walk, and we can learn from everyone. Everyone who we come into contact with who is a Christian, we can learn from them because even though we may perceive that we are ahead of them on the walk, that we may know a bit more than them, they may be coming up, and they may pass us. Yeah, that's the reality of the situation. They may come up, and they may very well pass us. Just because it looks as if we are ahead of them, and we may continue rising. You don't know. You can learn from every single person you meet. And you're supposed to, because every person has a piece of the puzzle. Every person has been given something by God, an understanding, a bit of wisdom. And by having fellowship with people, you're supposed to get what God gave them and give them what God has given you. So therefore you get a bit more of the puzzle, they get a bit more of the puzzle. You get a bit more understanding as a Christian, they get a bit more understanding. And you bless and encourage each other. Yeah. Aye. Indeed. But yes. Yeah, the centurion. Yeah, it's almost as if the Spirit of God had basically said to him, "Oh, this is basically this is God in the form of man. Yeah, anything He says will happen. So therefore, it's a way at all about what's going on over there. It's fine." But then the disciples didn't get it, did they? And that can be us as well. The centurion is just like that brand new Christian who can see so much. And yet the disciples, like those ones who have been a Christian for many, many years and have really stunted growth or are stuck at a certain point. And so the way that we deal with that is that we can get quite fed up with a centurion who comes in, brand new to the picture, and suddenly he can see so much more than what we can see. That can be quite frustrating. And people can be quite bitchy towards someone who is like that centurion. Yeah. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Because all you need to do, that centurion saw the Lord for who he was, responded in that way, and the way the Lord responded to him. If you had listened to both of them, you would have recognized the Lord for who he is. Then later in the boat, you would not have been concerned that the Lord was sleeping. You yourself would have better lay down and sleep. So if I'd have been there and I'd have taken notice of what was said by the centurion and then by Yeshua, I would have been in the boat, because I wouldn't have been worried about that I may have to swim ashore. I would know, first of all, probably not, because the Lord has it under control. And secondly, if I did have to swim ashore, He would give me the strength I need to do so. So, and if He wanted me to drown, then okay, I'd drown. Yeah, that's cool. If that's what He wants, that's completely and utterly up to Him. It really is when it comes down to it. Right. Anyway, the audio Bible that I listen to is called The Word of Promise. As I said, it's an audio Bible that's done by the actor who was in Person of Interest and who played Christ in the Passion. He's one of the characters. There's tons of others. Actors who are Christians, pretty much. and they've done a good job of it. Yeah, they tried to put the sounds in, and they've got different people playing different roles, so you won't get just one voice. So it's better in that sense than a lot of the audio Bibles you get. Because with so many, it's just one person doing the voice and doing the whole thing. So, yeah. Yeah. But again, that's not too bad. I mean, certainly those ones tend to be free. So, this one wasn't free. It was quite expensive, considering. But again, considering maybe it's quite cheap. When you consider that all these people who are pretty decent actors and certainly would usually come on quite a high fee for their work. Yeah, they're all involved in this and they have a part to play. And so therefore I imagine it's not actually that pricey, really. I think it costs about £60. So yeah. I'm gonna be listening to the audio Bible a lot more now, I think. Um, so yes, I will be making a lot more videos on things like Matthew 8 and raising some interesting questions about that. So there you go. That will do for now. That will do for this one. You take care, God bless, and I'll have to feed the dogs now and go to bed. So enjoy. I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.